Hello, by popular demand, I am giving you a little extra help on both this page and the exercises and the whole concept of beginning to develop your own sense of how to have your own style in writing. To, if you want it loud, make it loud. If you want it soft, make it soft. If you want it full of surprise, make it full of surprise. You can do with print very much like what you do with your voice. And so that's what I'm trying to get you to get a handle on. It's maybe an unusual concept for you because sometimes we're used to pounding out humdrum sentences that are the same, each sentence one after another in this monotonous style, but we're actually trying to work around that. So two ways to do that. One is variety. Variety, not the same type of sentence over and over again, but a mix of sentences, a mix of sentence lengths, right? So think about Langston Hughes in Salvation, and even one sentence paragraphs or especially short sentences to draw attention to that particular sentence and make it really, really powerful, which brings up the other key concept, emphasis. Everything isn't of equal importance in what we say and what we write, and we want to be able to convey that. If something is of huge, mammoth importance, and think about shooting an elephant, how important it is, how significant, how dramatic it is to emphasize that slow demise of that elephant, that magnificent elephant slowly dying. That's what's important, not, some description of the weather in Burma on that day. So what is important in what you write has to receive special treatment. So that's why we have emphasis, variety, ways of drawing attention to that particular part of whatever it is we're writing. So coordination smooths it out. It's sort of like legato in music. It connects, right? Repetition has a very powerful effect. Lincoln's famous fourscore speech, many of Shakespeare's iambic pentameter, these repeated phrases, perhaps, in many contexts, add emotional content. So even a simple sentence, occasionally to mix the sentences. That's why it's important to know variety of sentences. So that's what I'm getting at here. So what's your skill set? Well, knowing something about variety, knowing something about emphasis through doing these exercises, and then making your best effort to apply it to yourself in what you're writing. Not being imitative, but realizing you have this enormous repertoire out there. You have parentheses in which you can enclose a phrase to make it soft. You have quotes in which you can enclose a word or a phrase to make it, for example, sarcastic. You have the dash that you can use before and potentially after something interrupting the thought in your sentence and to emphasize it. You don't have to use fragments to imitate human speech, although lots of advertisements do. You can simply use dashes. You have the ellipsis, 3 dots, that can enable you to pause briefly. You have all of these. So what am I saying? Well, how about using them? So that's what this is about. And that's what you need to take from this in terms of a skill set to help you do well on your quiz and the paper, which is down the road. Okay.